I'm Kelly Kreth. I'm the president and owner of Kreth Communications, which is a real estate public relations firm based in New York City. I have about 20 years of PR experience, but only 13 in real estate. So for the first half or so of my career, I did do public relations and marketing in a wide range of industries, but I never really found kind of a kinship in any of those industries, but I had a really good, strong skill set, and I knew that I could plug in my marketing and PR skill set into any industry. I think one of the things that makes me strong as a publicist is that I've also been a journalist and I've also written stories. So I can see it from both sides. I know what annoys journalists, and I know what is going to really excite them. So in crafting key messages, I think it's important, no matter what the story or the press release is, to be as succinct as possible. Journalists tend to want facts. They don't want your marketing language or adjectives. They don't want to know it's the most amazing building ever. They want to know it has this many square feet, it is this much per square foot, and this is how it's distinguished. This is how it distinguishes itself amongst other buildings of its kind. So I think for any key messages, it's important to be as concise as possible, as factual as possible. Stay away from all marketing language in PR. Another thing to really think about is there are a key group of real estate writers in the tri-state area. Know their beats, know every story that they've published on a given topic before you pitch them. So, you don't want to waste somebody's time talking about commercial real estate when they're a residential writer. I mean, it makes sense, but these are a lot of pitfalls that publicists or people trying to promote themselves fall into. I see social media as a natural extension of PR. Many times I try to pitch a story to journalists and they may just not want it. It could be for a variety of reasons. They may not have space in the paper. There may be something more pressing in the news that supersedes what I'm pitching. A colleague may have done something similar. So social media can actually act as your own publication. So any client or any person, all of us, can act like we have our own publishing company. So we can publish our own content, and that's what social media is. So we should be factual, obviously, in our social media, but here's a place to really have fun. And so where a journalist might weed out some of those adjectives, in social media you can say something is exciting or we're thrilled about something. I think social media is also a great place for pictures, for very quick, succinct messages. The number one thing that does well on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Instagram, Pinterest, are pictures. So while you wouldn't necessarily send one picture to a journalist and hope that they would write a 1,000-word story on it, you could post one picture and it would speak volumes on Facebook or Twitter. A lot of people were shooting listing videos. You get a new exclusive for $1 million and you want to highlight it and put it on your website. And I actually used to do interviews, quirky interviews within those properties. So I think that video has come a long way, and people are definitely using YouTube channels for real estate now. For social media, it's very hard to quantify a direct return on investment. People hope that through social media, someone is going to click and they're going to say, hey, I have $1 million property that I want to list. But in reality, that typically doesn't happen. That doesn't mean you should not be doing social media. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a quick story of how social media works. It is not a direct route necessarily to sales, but it really is conversational. And I always teach my clients that social media is like being at a party. However you would act at a party is how you should be acting on your social media vehicles. So at a party, if somebody asks you a question, you should answer very quickly. Just like on social media, if somebody tweets at you, you shouldn't wait a day to respond. That's how social media works. It's kind of you tell two people and they tell two people, and hopefully in the end it comes full circle, and the circle is a smiley face. So I think that really understanding the differences between PR and social media help you create more of a succinct brand through all of your marketing outlets.